Guys, let's talk about how to increase iPhone volume without using the buttons. For whatever reason you may want to do it, if your buttons are broken or something, I'm going to show you how it works. There are three levels or three ways how this works. The number one is, of course, the control center. This is accessible pretty much everywhere, and if you swipe down from the upper right corner, you have the volume rocker. You can hold down on it, it shows up on the entire screen, and you can control the volume up and down like this, so you can do it without pressing any physical button on the side of the iPhone. The second option would be to ask Siri to do it. So if I hold down the power button or just ask Siri to do it, raise the volume on my iPhone. Okay, as you can see, the media will play louder, and Siri used or did everything what I wanted it to do. So it would be, again, without pressing any button. Option number three, and there are actually more than three, I'm finding out. Well, that is regarding the ringer. So these were the volumes for the content. If you wanted to, however, change the volume of your ringer, then you need to go to your settings and click on sounds and haptics. And here is another volume slider, which, as you can see, is applying the volume to ringtone and alert volume. So it doesn't change or raise the volume of your content, of your songs, videos, or anything that you're watching or listening to. It just changes the volume of incoming calls, of alarms, timers, and that kind of stuff. So it's very useful to do, and you can even change it with buttons. So if I turn it on, I can use the physical buttons, but we're trying to avoid it now, so have this disabled, and you can use it through the software and swipe up and down to adjust the volume, not of the content again, but of the ringer. The fourth option is using Assistive Touch, and this is very simple to do, pretty much. So if you go to the accessibility page in your settings, go like this. Here's the touch section, and Assistive Touch is right there at the top. I have it turned off. However, if I enable it like this little thing pops up on my screen, and this is pretty much the Assistive Touch. So you have to customize it a bit. So the single tap should be the open menu. So open menu for single tap, come back, customize top level menu, and you have a couple of options. So I'm going to remove pretty much all of them except for two. And those two can be modified by tapping on them, and you get the list of all the things, and scroll down to find the volume up and down. So here is the volume down for the first one, hit it done. I'm going to click on the second toggle right here, and the same thing, but instead I'm going to choose it to be volume up. So volume up, hit it done, and now I have the volume down and volume up buttons. But these are just virtual buttons. They're not real. Okay, I hit it done. I come back to the home screen, and now here is the floating virtual button. So I can tap on it, and the menu pops up with the volume down and volume up. So I can easily just raise and lower the volume anytime I want using software without pressing any buttons, and it's very simple to do. This, of course, applies to the volume of the content. So whenever you're playing or listening to music, it of course does the same stuff to this thing. It's effectively the same thing in the control center, because if I open it up like this, you can see here is the slider. And if I now add the volume, also the slider in the control center goes up and down. So it's actually the very same thing. And of course, it's easier to go to the control center right away, but this is the option as well. Because here in the Assistive Touch, you can even add multiple other toggles, and this may be even more useful, but yes, this is how it works. It doesn't matter if you do it through this or through this, it's the same thing effectively. So that would be about it. I think that I answered the question for you. If you liked the video, you can subscribe to Foxtecc, where I upload and publish videos like these, tutorials for you, and you can also check out the next video right here. So definitely go ahead and do that. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys later.